I'm going to show you how to make scrambled egg with shrimp.
This dish is simple, but there are a few tips to ensure tender eggs and shrimp with the right texture. At the end of the video, you will find some information about wok. For this recipe, I'm using 1 pound of frozen raw shrimp. Let them defrost. To peel them quickly, start by removing the head. Next, separate the shell, but without taking it off. There is small pointed piece at the tail of the shrimp. Pull it and the entire shell comes off. Then, remove the tail. Keep the shrimp heads to make a flavorful broth later. Slit the back of the shrimp. This allows two things: to easily remove the intestinal vein and to give a nice shape to the shrimp once cooked. Press on each shrimp to firm up the flesh, making it easier to cut. Slit the back down to the tail. Remove the intestinal vein. Then, rinse the shrimp under cold water. Drain them and dry them with paper towels to remove all the water. Once peeled, I have about ½ pound of shrimp. Season them with 1/4 teaspoon of salt and a pinch of ground pepper. Mix well and let them sit while continuing the preparation. Cut 1 spring onion. In a small bowl, combine 1 teaspoon of cornstarch with 2 tablespoons of water. We'll add this mixture to the beaten eggs later. In a mixing bowl, crack 6 eggs. Add 1/4 teaspoon of salt, a pinch of ground pepper, ½ teaspoon of white rice vinegar. Mix the cornstarch again before adding it to the eggs. Whisk until the whites and yolks are fully combined. For this recipe, I don't add any sauces like a soy sauce, oyster sauce or fish sauce. The idea is to preserve the natural flavors of the shrimp and eggs. Heat the pan on high until it starts to smoke. Then add 2 tablespoons of vegetable oil. When the oil is hot, add the shrimp and stir constantly for 40 seconds. It's important not to overcook them or they'll lose their crunch and become tough. Take them out of the pan. Mix the shrimp into the beaten eggs while stirring. Meanwhile, keep the pan on low heat. By stirring quickly, it lowers the shrimp's temperature, preventing the egg from cooking around them. Add the 2 tablespoons of vegetable oil into the pan and turn on high heat. Once the oil is hot, turn to low heat. Pour in the beaten eggs and shrimp. Then, with a spatula, gently push so that the liquid part takes the place of the already coagulated part, preventing it from overcooking. Repeat this movement several times without going too fast. If you stir constantly, you will not get the right texture. The diluted cornstarch acts as a binder, making the eggs smoother and more tender. The final texture isn't dry, it's silky. The white rice vinegar affects the egg proteins, helping to keep them soft, smooth, and tender. Plus, it enhances the flavors. Cooking time is crucial. At 50 seconds, the eggs are runny. At 1 minute, they are tender. At 1 minute and 20 seconds, they are fully cooked. I turn off the heat at 1 minute and transfer the eggs immediately to a plate to stop the cooking process. I remind you of the important points to succeed with this dish. Pre-cook the shrimp. Add the vinegar. Add the diluted cornstarch. Cook the eggs on low heat. Keep the cooking time short. Sprinkle with spring onion The shrimp and eggs are ready. Enjoy them with jasmine rice. Bon appétit! The eggs are very tender. The shrimp have the rice texture. You can really taste the eggs and shrimp. The vinegar is not at all noticeable in the final dish, but it played an important role. I give you my criteria for choosing a good wok. To stir fry and mix ingredients, even for a small quantity, it is better to have a large wok rather than a small one. In a small wok, your movements are cramped and less free, and you can easily overflow. The rounded shape allows for proper movements. At the same time, its sides are wide. A wok with more vertical and narrow sides restricts your movements. It is better to find a wok with an external flat bottom, as rounded woks don't sit well on standard stoves. There are woks, like this one, that are flat on the outside and rounded on the inside. Once heated, a thick wok retains heat. Its temperature drops little when you add new ingredients during cooking. A thin wok exposes you to wide temperature variations. For convenience, a wok should be non-stick. Some have a non-stick coating like this. Steel woks are sticky at first. They become non-stick thanks to a natural patina that forms over time. To work well with woks, you need to use wide spatula like this. You stir a lot of ingredients at once. Thank you. See you at the next homemade dish.